when we first started with Cairo Candy, we were barely making 20,000 a month, barely. And since starting with them in one office, we're gonna probably be doing almost $3 million.
You're listening to Cairo Candy,
the podcast of sweet chiropractic success.
now.
Here's your host, Billy Sticker.
Welcome to another episode of the Cairo Candy Podcast. My name is Billy Sticker, founder and CEO of Cairo Candy, and this is going to be one of our Success Series episodes. And on the Success Series episodes, what it is going to be different leaders and directors from our Cairo Candy team doing different interviews, talking about what's working best for different clients and on different platforms. So without further ado, let's get on over into the episode. Enjoy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Cairo Candy Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Keenan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Shulman, chiropractor from Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Awesome. And he's been a longtime client with us, on and off, I believe. And today we just wanted to sit down and talk about you, Dr. Shulman, and your practice and your experience with us and anything that would be helpful for our viewers and our listeners. But first, before we get into, all of the details and questions, tell us about your practice. Like, what made you get started? What kind of things are you doing now?
So we have a multiple discipline office with a nurse practitioner, medical doctor, chiropractor. We offer physical therapy, weight loss, joint injections, shockwave therapy, you name it, I probably do it. I started off as a chiropractor, had a business partner, learned the business side of things, and then pretty much insurance wasn't going as good as we wanted to. So we kind of expanded our services to more of a cash-based office. And then we just keep adding new services as the times change and find the best holistic approach to treating patients without medications.
Right. Yeah. And something I also forgot to mention is Dr. Shulman's actually my client right now. He's been my client for about, 3 years now, I think.
Something like that. But I've been with you guys since Billy was in charge of everything.
Exactly. I mean, he's still in charge, but since he was actually running
he
running
was
ads,
my case manager. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's been with us. You've been through thick and thin with us, honestly. So you've been in the game for a long time. What kind of troubles and issues did you have with social media marketing in general?
Well, they promise you the world and offer you nothing and get you nothing. So, I've been through 5 to 10 different companies. I can't even count. And some of them just quit on me and disappear. Some of them, they charge an arm and a leg and for very little to no results.
And did you ever try, working things yourself with social media marketing?
Before all this, I had educational courses. I got certificates in marketing and CRMs and creating automation. So I kind of have a little bit of a background trying to think I could do this myself, and it's just too much.
It's too big of a beast, honestly. And
Yeah.
some people don't know that.
No.
Well, with that being said, then what has your experience been like with Cairo Candy, and how have we been able to help alleviate some of that pressure?
Well, other than keeping me so busy, I don't, I have no time for personal life. You guys have kept up in the social media loop to get the best ad content out there and use the best copy, and you use a CRM and have all the automations going. So you know what you're doing, and you make your adjustments every week if you're not seeing something working right. So, and I kind of just let you do your thing.
Yeah, and I always appreciate that as well. But the communication always goes both ways. Something that I love about Dr. Shulman is he doesn't just read my weekly updates that I send him out every week. He actually engages with them, lets me know what's working, what's not on his end. Because ultimately, as we know, getting like 20 leads in a week is great, but if they're not converting, if they're not making any money, then there's no point in it. So that's something that I've always appreciated about you, Dr. Shulman, your communication and the dialogue that we keep open. And it's not just like because a lot of chiropractors can just get a marketing company, and then they think that they can just, plug and play. You can just like leave it alone and then let it sit. But there really has to be engagement on both ends. So I will definitely commend you with that. And with that, do you have any kind of main takeaways that you think our listeners would really benefit from about chiropractic marketing in general, based on like what you've done, doing it yourself, doing it with other marketing companies, your experience with us? What kind of main nuggets do you want to leave our viewers with?
100% need a CRM. 100% need somebody following up all the time. I have 2 people and their main job is just following up on the CRM daily. Make lots of videos, even
Yeah,
stupid things, have someone follow you around, make jokes, follow your staff around, ask your staff how they feel about you, even if, they make fun of you. That's all good content.
you're right about that.
And never stop. Just I have a full-time videographer now, and he just follows me around and shoots a few days out of the week, so it's not like overwhelming, but he does a lot of stuff on the back end, creating and editing videos and make it look as professional as possible. But yeah, those are the biggest things when it comes to marketing: CRM, following up, and making videos.
Well, and we did not pay him to say that about videos, but he knows,
No.
but he knows he's seen the benefits. He's seen the benefits of it from his own personal ads, because beforehand, I think when you joined back with Chiro Candy, when I became your account manager, we were doing a little bit of videos, but I remember it was a struggle at first to get good leads.
That's
But
why I kind of left you guys, because I didn't want to do any videos and I didn't have time. And I was like, I found another company that did the videos kind of for me and gave me scripts and platforms. And that was going back into, they promised everything and gave me nothing. So
right.
then I came back to you and I hired my own guys and magic.
Exactly. And once, and not everybody has to get a videographer, obviously, but that definitely made it easier for both Dr. Schulman and for me, because all I had to do is say, hey, make this kind of content. And then, he would just bring it in, and it was all filmed to look like TikTok videos, right? Because it was, and that's also what I appreciated it. Like you said earlier, it wasn't just an advertisement. Sometimes it was just personality shots, where you're just interviewing people in your office, interviewing you, and they were funny. And the funnier ones really blew up on TikTok, honestly. Like I think there was one with one of your staff members. I can't remember which one, but she got like 3 million views or something.
It's now at 4 million views, but yeah.
4 million. Yeah. It was crazy. So people are always going to be looking at that stuff. They don't just want to have all of this random information. They also want to see like a personal side of you. And that's something that we've been talking about in other episodes. They want to be able to trust you as a doctor, as a chiropractor, as somebody in your community. And you've just done a great job of doing that. So we're going to keep trucking along. And
it's because I listened to you and I did what you told me to do. So
thanks. Again, we're not paying him to say this.
just something else I wanted to say is when we first started with Chiro Candy, we were barely making 20,000 a month, barely. And since starting with them in one office, we're going to probably be doing almost $3 million.
Wow. I didn't even know that much, but that makes me happy.
I don't tell that to everybody, but now you just told everybody.
Awesome.
I wanted to make sure people understood what Chiro Candy does.
Yeah, that's something measurable for sure. Not just like, oh, well, people are clicking on our stuff, but you're actually making.
I tell all my friends, but you know how chiropractors are. They're just really hard to, pull the trigger.
But anyway, thank you so much for your time, Dr. Schulman. I hope that you guys got stuff out of it, and check out our next episode. Thanks.
Hey, my name's Brendan. I work with Chiro Candy, and I have a quick question for you. How many new patient opportunities do you miss out on every single week? Whether that's people who go to your website who don't call, or it's leads from social media who your team just doesn't follow up with quick enough, and they end up going down the street. What if there was a way I could tell you that won't happen again? I want to invite you to a brand new webinar coming up on how you can use AI to help market your practice and get new patients. For more information or to register, go to chirocandy.com/AI-webinar. I'll see you there.